Hello, everybody. So, on your screen, you should see two things. On the right side, you should see the article that you read or that we read or discussed yesterday in the plans. On the left side, you will see something that we are going to fill out together. It says Lions and Cubs, and it's basically asking what each paragraph is about. And when we fill that out, that will basically be us looking for the key details. And the key details are really important because they can help us figure out the main idea, and they also support the whole main idea of the article. So, I am going to go ahead and read or reread the article from yesterday on the right side. And I know this is kind of like a sloppy presentation, but this was just literally the best way that I could make it happen. So here we go. Lions and their cubs. Did you know lion cubs are born blind? They start to see after 3 to 4 weeks of being born. Usually, lions only have 2 to 4 cubs at a time. Cubs start walking 1 to 2 weeks after being born. At birth, they weigh about 1 pound. They become full grown adults at about 5 years old. A full grown adult can weigh 500 pounds. Paragraph 2. They live in groups of 15 or more. These groups are called prides. Prides raise cubs, hunt, and defend their territory. Lions are related to cats as members of the feline family. Tigers are the largest cats, but lions can be taller. Paragraph 3. Lions have extensive communications. They can meow, hiss, cough, snarl, and roar. Males can be heard 5 miles away. When they roar, they do so in a very loud way. They start with deep, long roars that are followed with shorter, repetitive roars. Lions also communicate through physical behaviors. Lions rub noses, heads, and lick each other. Paragraph 4. Only full-grown adult male lions grow manes. It is thick fur. A lion's mane will protect its neck during a fight. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let's dive into the page on the left. So I know we made annotations yesterday, and we annotated, and we just underlined some important things to us and things that stuck out to us. So let's go to the first paragraph. I'll be working right in here where I have the purple pencil. So, did you know lion cubs are born blind? They start to see after 3 to 4 weeks of being born. Usually, lions only have 2 to 4 cubs at a time. Cubs start walking 1 to 2 weeks after being born. At birth, they weigh about 1 pound. They become full grown adults at about 5 years old. A full grown adult can weigh 500 pounds. So, one thing that I have noticed about this paragraph, in particular, the first paragraph, is that almost every sentence, or just about, every sentence says something about how lions grow. Or, see, the first sentence says that they're born blind, so we're learning about lions as they're first born. They start to see a few weeks after being born. It tells how many cubs lions have at a time, and it also tells how cubs start walking just a few weeks after being born. So all of these things are saying that the cubs are born, and they're within just a few weeks of them being born, they're able to see and they're able to walk. So all of these things to me are about how lions grow. So the first paragraph, I'm going to say the first paragraph, and I'm literally taking this part right here, the first paragraph. I took that directly from my question. So what is the first paragraph about? I'm going to say the first paragraph is about how lions grow. Perfect. I think that really makes sense. It's a great key detail. for the first paragraph. Paragraph number 2. They live in groups of 15 or more. These groups are called prides. Prides raise cubs, hunt, and defend their territory. Lions are related to cats as members of the feline family. Tigers are the largest cats, but lions can be taller. So let's break this down. The first sentence tells us that they live in groups of 15 or more. So that's a pretty big group. I don't even have 15 family members with like grandparents and cousins and aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters. I don't even have 15. So to me, that's a pretty big family. These groups are called prides. Okay, so these groups of lions and cubs that live together, they literally have their own name. They're called prides. So the prides raise the cubs, they hunt, and defend their territory. Lions are related to cats as members of the feline family. Tigers are the largest cats, but lions can be taller. So I think the most important part of this paragraph, I want you to think about it. Look at the first 3 sentences. To me, those just really stick out, and that's the most important information. They live in groups of 15 or more called prides, and in the prides, they raise cubs and hunt and defend their territory. So I think the second paragraph is about how lions live in groups called prides. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to say the second paragraph is about. And I'm taking that directly from my question. That's called restating the question. If you restate something, then you say it again. If you think of, you need to redo this math test, then you need to do it again. So if you restate something, you say it again. So I'm going to say the second, paragraph is about how lions live in groups called prides. I guess I don't have to capitalize prides because I'm going to go right back here to my article, and it's not capitalized. It is capitalized here because it's the beginning of a sentence. But here, it's just lowercase, so I'm going to put a lowercase here too. Okay, so we have 2 pretty big key details so far. The first paragraph is about how lions grow, and the second paragraph is about how lions live in groups called prides. Now, what is the third paragraph about? Let's reread the third paragraph, just like we have done for the first 2. Lions have extensive communications. They can meow, hiss, cough, snarl, and roar. Males can be heard 5 miles away. When they roar, they do so in a very loud way. They start with deep, long roars that are followed with shorter, repetitive roars. Lions also communicate through physical behaviors. Lions rub noses, heads, and lick each other. Only full-grown adult male lions grow manes. Oops, I was supposed to stop after paragraph 3. Okay, so the last sentence of paragraph 3. Lions rub noses, heads, and lick each other. So let's look at the things that we have underlined just to start with. So lions have extensive communications. Meow, hiss, cough, snarl, and roar. They communicate through physical behaviors, meaning like something where you have to touch. So that's why it says lions rub noses, heads, and lick each other. So just from the very get-go of this paragraph, the first sentence is talking about their communication. And then the whole paragraph, each sentence, tells us a way that they communicate or just like a fact about their communication. So like this sentence, males can be heard 5 miles away. When they roar, they do so in a very loud way. They start with deep, long roars that are followed with shorter repetitive roars. And then when we get down to the last two sentences, it tells us a different way they communicate, not with their voices, but with their touch. So they rub noses, heads, and lick each other. So this whole paragraph is about the way that lions communicate. Each sentence. The third paragraph, remember, I'm taking this from right here. The third paragraph is about, and that's called what? It's called restating the question. The third paragraph is all about how lions communicate. Great. So another key detail. Fourth paragraph, the one that I started reading last time. Okay. Only full-grown adult male lions grow manes. It is thick fur. A lion's mane will protect its neck during a fight. And with this paragraph, I don't want to keep clicking on my screen because then those pictures pop up at the bottom. So in this paragraph, you see off to the right, there is actually a picture of a full-grown adult male, I'm guessing because it has a mane, and they even labeled the mane with an arrow and the word mane. So the fact that there's a picture and that it's labeled tells me that it's something that's important and that's something that the author of this article wanted us to know. So let's look at each sentence individually. The first one says, only full-grown adult male lions grow manes. Okay, so right there, and then off to the side in this purple writing, I had written, why only males? So I wonder, why does it only have to be males that get the mane? But it is thick fur. A lion's mane will protect its neck during a fight. So in almost every sentence, it says the word mane, besides the middle one where it says it is thick fur, which it's just describing the mane. It's giving adjectives, describing words. So the fourth paragraph, I'm sure that you can guess by now, because you've hopefully learned a little bit from paragraph 1, 2, and 3, is that the key detail here is that the fourth paragraph is about adult lions' manes. So I'm going to restate my question, which means I'm going to write the fourth paragraph is about adult lions' manes. So let me see if I can make this a little bigger. Perfect. So let's just go over it. What is the first paragraph about? The first paragraph is about how lions grow. That is our key detail from the first paragraph of the article that we read. What is the second paragraph about? The second paragraph is about how lions live in groups called prides. And remember, prides have 15 lions or cubs in them. What is the third paragraph about? The third paragraph is all about how lions communicate. They told us that how they use their voices in all these different ways. They roar and they snarl and cough. But then they also said that they use physical touch. So they rub noses and heads and lick each other, I think is what it said. Now, the fourth paragraph. What is the fourth paragraph about? The fourth paragraph is about adult lions' manes. And that is, we can confirm that to be true because you remember they put a picture and labeled the mane with an arrow. So they wanted us to know about the mane. So I hope that this has helped you see just a little bit about how we can annotate an article, which would be our first step when trying to find the main idea and key details. So we annotated the article. Then today we went paragraph by paragraph and we picked out the most important part of each paragraph and really summed up or summarized the whole paragraph with one sentence. So we will be back with more from this article and another main idea and key details activity tomorrow.